Good morning, everybody. I wanted to go over some stitching. This is Stitching Simplified. If you notice here, I have a kind of a teaching aid that will show you in a lot bigger form so that you can see a lot better. I've used this in class a couple times before, and it works out pretty good to show how the stitching is actually done. There's a lot of different methods out there as far as doing a saddle stitch. Most of them are just so complicated that it's hard to follow. This is broken down into the most basics forms, and this is a true saddle stitch. As you see, we have it angled on, the stitches are angled, kind of like one lays on top of the other on one side, which this would be the outside, and also on the inside. That is a sign of a good true saddle stitch when they're angled on both sides, both inside and outside. A lot of times some of the more complicated stitches will wind up with a straight stitch on the inside and angled on the outside. To me, that's really not a true saddle stitch. But regardless, the strength is going to be the same. There's really no difference in strength. It's just an appearance type thing. And, you know, if you're going to spend your time doing hand stitching, you might as well make it look good. And the most basic form, if you see, the angled slots here represent the angled stitching holes that you get when you punch holes in. It represents the same holes. They're at the same angle, and the spacing is a little bit different, but it's basically the same situation. So to break this down real easy, the easiest way to do it is take your right hand needle, which in this situation here, these silver ends kind of represent what the needles are. But you take your right hand stitch, you lay it in the bottom of the hole. You take your left hand stitch or needle, and you lay it on the top of the hole. You see the top of the hole is angled backwards a little bit, and you always stitch toward yourself. And then you just pull it through. It's that simple. The right one goes forward into the bottom of the slot. The left one goes on top towards the back, and you just pull it through. Nothing fancy. You don't have to cross anything. You don't have to make a plus sign or a cross. It's really that simple. The right hand one goes on the bottom forward. The left one is on the top towards the back, and you just pull them through. And you see what you're getting is nice angled stitches on both inside here and the outside. And once you get in the rhythm of doing this, on a normal piece that you're stitching, you can probably knock out 6 or 7 stitches per minute. And it's that simple. It's not complicated. It just makes it a lot easier. And that's it in a nutshell. So if you have any questions, drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So there it is, simplified stitching. Thank you.